Hi students, welcome back to the session. So in today's lecture, let us discuss about one exercise problem on association rules. So here there is a problem given. Here are a dozen sales transactions. There are 6 products being sold. So it is given that there are dozen sales transactions, 12 transaction is given and 6 products are being sold. Those products are milk, bread, butter, eggs, cookies and ketchup. And in transaction 1, milk, eggs, bread and butter are sold together, and in transaction 2, milk, butter, egg and ketchup are sold together, and so on. So the objective is to use this transaction data to find affinities in the sense relationship or association rules between the products, that is which products sell together often. So affinity in the sense which products sell together often. And the support level is given as 33% and the confidence level is given as 50%. So whatever the rule we are going to generate, whatever the association rule we are going to generate should satisfy these two conditions. It should have a minimum support level of 33 and confidence level of 50%. Okay, let us see the table of transactions. So this is the transaction table which has 12 transactions in it. So you can say that in first transaction milk, egg, bread and butter are sold together. Milk in second transaction milk, bread, egg, ketchup are sold together, so on. There are 12 transactions given here. The first step is to compute one item sets. What is one item sets? So we need to find for all 12 transactions or for all 6 products we need to find how many times each products are sold individually. Individual frequency we need to find. So what are the 6 products? Milk, bread, butter, egg, ketchup and cookies, right? So for each one of them how many times they are sold individually. So let us find the one item sets. The first product is milk. How many times milk is sold individually? Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So out of 12, 9 times milk is sold individually. Like that we have to find for bread also. How many times bread is sold individually? Bread 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So out of 12, 10 times bread is sold alone. Then butter. Similarly for butter, egg, ketchup, cookies. For all the products we need to find the frequency individually. Okay. So at the end we have this table. We get this table. So once one item set is found, now we have to find how many of them are satisfying the support level, minimum support level, 33%. So here it should satisfy 33% of what? 12, because total number of transaction is 12. Therefore 33% of 12, it comes around 3.96. So each one of them should have 3.96 or above. The frequency should be 3.96 or above. So we need to choose the items which are having the frequency greater than or equals to 3.96. So if you observe milk, it is 9, it is obviously greater than 3.96. So we can select this, and bread is also having greater frequency, butter. What about egg? Is it greater than 3.96? No, therefore we cannot choose this, and also we cannot choose ketchup because it does not have greater than 3.96. What about cookies? 5 is obviously greater than 3.96, so we can choose this. So our final one item set table will have milk, bread, butter and cookies. It does not have egg and ketchup. Yeah, this one. This table. This is the final table of one item sets. So using this frequent one item sets, we are going to now generate two item sets. Now we need to find the combination. How many times milk and bread are bought together, milk and butter, milk and cookies, then bread and butter, bread and cookies, butter and cookies. So we need to have all the combinations, two combinations, because it is two item sets. Milk, bread, milk, butter, milk, cookies, then bread, butter, bread, cookies, butter, cookies. So let us see how many times milk and bread are bought together. Milk and bread. So we need to we need to see the original transaction table itself. Okay, don't see this table. Milk and bread together. So in first transaction we have milk and bread together, yes, 1. So in second transaction we don't have bread. Third also we don't have. Fourth, yes, milk and bread. So 1, 2, let us mark it, 1, 2, milk and bread 3, 4, yes, 5, 6, 7. So 7 times milk and bread are bought together. Similarly, we have to find for milk and butter also. Milk and butter. In first transaction, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, again it is 7. Milk and butter 7. Similarly for milk and cookies. So in this way we have to find for all two combinations. Finally we get this table. Again we need to see, or we need to eliminate the entries which does not satisfy support level. Let us see who is not satisfying the support level. Milk bread, yes, 3.96, right, because it is 33. Support level is given as 33%, if you all remember. Yeah, 33%. So 33% of 12. Total number of transaction we need to take, okay. 33% of 12 is 3.96 something. So yes, this satisfies, this also satisfies, this does not, this satisfies, and this does not, and this satisfies. So now we get this table. This is a final table of two item sets. Milk bread 7, milk butter 7, bread butter 9, bread cookies 4. Now using this final table, we are going to generate 3 item sets. Now we need to find the combination of 3. Milk, bread and butter, milk, bread and cookies. Then we have bread, butter and cookies. So these are the 3 combinations. I think only 3 combinations are available. Yeah, milk, bread and butter, milk, bread, cookies, milk, butter, cookies. So first let us see how many times milk, bread and butter have occurred together. Milk, bread and butter, right? Yes, first one, 1, milk, bread and butter 1, 2, milk, bread 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 6 times. Milk, bread and butter frequency is 6, and milk, bread, cookies, there is only one it is showing. Let us re-verify. Milk, bread and cookies. Milk, bread, milk, bread, milk, bread. Milk, bread and cookies, this one. Do we have any other occurrence? No, we don't have. Milk. No, I think we have it here also. Milk, bread and cookies, 2 occurrence we have. I think they have misplaced, it is 2, okay. Milk, bread and cookies, 2. Yeah, there are 2. I think they have given it wrong, okay. Make it 2, it is 2, not 1. Then bread, butter, cookies, there are 3. So now again we have to apply support level. Which transaction is satisfying support level? The only transaction which satisfies support level is milk, bread and butter. Other 2 are no, because they are not having the support level greater than or equal to 3.96. Therefore, these 2 cannot be taken. So the final 3 item sets is milk, bread, butter, 6. Now can we have 4 item sets? No, because we are left with only 3 item sets, 3 items and only 1 transaction we have. So we cannot produce or generate 4 item sets here. Okay, let us start generating the rules based on this 3 item sets. There is no room to create 4 item sets for this support level. Therefore, we have the highest level of item set is 3 item sets. Now let us generate association rules for this. Association rules are created that meet support level greater than 33% and confidence level 50%. So now while creating the association rules, we have to see for support level as well as confidence level, where while generating these tables we did not bother about confidence level, but while creating association rules we have to look over the confidence level also. Okay. Yeah, let us start from the highest level item set, that is 3 item sets, milk, bread and butter. Let us take the first association rule. We can create multiple candidate association rules from this. Okay, we can take milk, bread first and then butter, or milk, butter first and then bread, or bread, butter first and then milk. We can have multiple combinations. Let us start with bread, butter and milk. So bread, butter is taken as X here and milk is taken as Y. This is our X and this is our Y. There are a total of 12 transactions, right? Okay. X in this case is bread, butter. So this first combination is our bread, butter. You cannot have X, Y and Z, okay? We are trying to relate only between X and Y. Therefore, it has to be in set. So, let us see how many times bread and butter has occurred together, bread and butter. Bread, butter. Let us go for the 2 item sets, because in this table only we will get, right? Bread, butter, 2 combination. Bread, butter 9 times. 9 times. So X has occurred 9 times and X and Y, that is bread, butter and milk all together. How many times? Bread, butter and milk. We have to go for 3 item sets. So bread, butter and milk all together has occurred 6 times. So X has occurred 9 times. X is what? Bread and butter. Bread and butter together has occurred 9 times, and bread, butter, milk all together has occurred 6 times. So, using this we have to find the support level. What is support level? Support level is nothing but probability of x and y together. So, probability of x union y. What is x and y here? Bread, butter, milk all together. What is the probability? It is 6. 6 times. 6 out of total transaction is 12. 6 out of 12 is 50%. So, the support level for this is 50%. Is it meeting the minimum support level? Yes, obviously it is meeting. Now, we have to find the confidence level. What is confidence level? It is probability of y given x, right? Y given x, or probability of x union y divided by probability of x. So, probability of x union y is what? 6 divided by probability of x is what? 9. Therefore, 6 divided by 9 is 67%. So, the confidence level is 67%. Is it greater than 50%? Yes. Therefore, we can generate this rule: bread, butter and milk. This is our first rule which satisfies both support level as well as confidence level. So, this is one of the useful and interesting rule. Thus, the first valid association rule can be represented like this: bread, comma, butter. It should be inside the parenthesis, and outside the parenthesis we have milk. So, bread and butter both together constitute x and milk is y. Then inside the square bracket, or you can use flower bracket also, S is equal to 50%, comma, C is equal to 67%. So, this rule you have to write, otherwise you will lose 1 mark. This is the final rule. So, do not forget to write this sentence. This whole thing you need to write. Okay. And let us consider the second rule, that is milk, bread and then butter. The first rule was bread, butter and then milk. The second rule is milk, bread and then butter. So, milk and bread has occurred together and then butter has occurred alone. Okay. Let us see how many times milk and bread has occurred together. Again, let us refer 2 item sets, milk and bread, right? Milk and bread, where is milk and bread? Yes, here 7 times, 7 out of 12, it is 7 times. And milk, bread and butter all together is this one, right, 6. Again we have to find the support level. Milk and bread, it is what is support level? X union Y. What is X? X union Y. It is milk, bread and butter all together, that is 6 times. So, 6 out of 12. 6 out of 12, that is 50%. Yes, again it is meeting our support level. And confidence level for this rule is 6 divided by 7. What is confidence level? Probability of y given x. What is y here? Probability of y? Milk, butter alone. How many times? One second. Yeah, how many times butter alone has occurred? Let us refer. No, one second. No, the confidence rule for this is, probability of x union y divided by probability of x. No, yeah. Probability of x union y is nothing but this one, 6. 6 divided by probability of x. Probability of x is what? 7. That is milk and bread together. So, 6 divided by 7 is 84%. Therefore, confidence level is also greater than the minimum confidence level which is given. Therefore, our second valid association rule is, if they are not meeting these two requirements, then you should not consider that rule for your calculation. Okay, you should eliminate that rule. That is not a valid rule. But here both are satisfied, therefore it is a valid association rule. So the second valid association rule is milk, bread and then butter with support 50% and confidence 67%. Similarly, we have one more rule called milk, butter and then bread. Milk, butter and then bread. How many times milk and butter has occurred together? Milk and butter. Milk and butter. Again 7 times. Milk and butter has occurred 7 times together. Then milk, butter, bread, it is again 6 times. Support level for this rule is X union Y. So milk, butter, bread all together, that is 6 divided by total number of transactions is 12. Again it is 50%. Okay. Confidence level is probability of Y given X. What is Y? Bread. Given X, milk and bread. So it is probability of X union Y divided by probability of X. Probability of X union Y is nothing but this one, 6, divided by probability of X is milk and butter, that is 7. Therefore it is again 84%. Again this rule meets our thresholds for support greater than 33% and confidence greater than 50%. Therefore next valid association rule is milk, butter, bread with support is equal to 50% and confidence is equal to 84%. You have to mention this support and confidence. Okay. So this is our highest level association rule. Let us go for the lower level association rule, that is second level association rule. Next lower level is second item set level. Now we have to consider only 2 items. In these rules we had considered 3 items. Now we have to consider only 2 items. Consider the rule milk and bread. Out of 12 transactions, milk occurs X and Y. How many times X alone is occurring and how many times Y alone is occurring? Let us see the table. You will understand. If you refer the one item set, you will get the frequency. And then how many times milk and bread together occurs? That is 7 times. If you refer 2 item set, you will get this value. Now you have to find the support level. What is support level? It is union of X and Y, right? That is probability of X union Y, that is 7 divided by total number of transactions is 12, therefore it is 58%. And then confidence level is nothing but probability of X union Y divided by probability of X. Probability of X union Y is what? 7 divided by probability of X is what? Milk occurs 9, so 7 by 9 is 78%. So when we have only 2 items, the association rule will be represented like this: milk and then arrow. So this is the association rule for 2 item sets. Milk association rule, or milk tends to bread with 58%, 77%. So in this way you can generate like another 4 to 5 rules. If you want, you can generate, otherwise leave it here itself. You can generate multiple number of rules for this. Okay. So this is the end of your 4th module. If you have any queries, feel free to ask me, okay.